students from Herndon. St. Anselm's. And Macgruder meet today on It's Academic. I'm Hillary Howard in for Mac MacGarry, and here is the opening round. Each team begins with 100 points, 10 up for a right answer, 10 down for a wrong answer. Teams in the studio do not see the material on the screen that you do at home. Let's begin. They failed. You all want to be successful, I'm sure, but right now I want you to concentrate on failures, real and fictional. Please identify the following, all of which are associated in some way with failures. Doop, 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 doop. The president failed to get the U.S. to join the League of Nations. St. Anselm's. Wilson, yes, that's correct. 5 weeks too late, this British explorer failed to be the first at the South Pole. Anselm's.
Bird.
No, Robert Scott. This team lost the most recent Superbowl to the Packers. St. Anselm's.
Steelers.
It is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Antony and Cleopatra failed to win this. St. Anselm. Yes, it is. This villainous professor failed to kill Sherlock Holmes. Moriarty. This Shakespearean moneylender failed to get
Shylock.
In 1867, this Austrian was deposed as Emperor of Mexico. St. Anselm.
Maximilian.
Yes. They failed in their attempt to go up the hill and fetch a pail of water.
Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill. And there you have it. That is the opening round of It's Academic.
It's Academic with Mac MacGarry. Sponsored by Giant. New things are happening at Giant.
And welcome to It's Academic, and time to meet our teams. Team 1 is Herndon, and our first person is Jay Kotra. Hiya, Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay Kotra. I'm a 15-year-old sophomore, and I'd like to thank our alternate Anav for coming out to support us today.
All right. And Captain Rob Williams, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Rob Williams. I'm a 16-year-old junior, and I'd like to thank our parents and fans in the audience.
Okay, David Pearson, how about you?
I'm David Pearson. I'm a 16-year-old junior, and I'd like to thank our sponsors, Miss Cranford and Miss Belknap.
All right, here we go. Grab a bell. If you grab hold of this phrase, you can find the hidden name of what biblical tower that was supposed to reach all the way to heaven?
Babel.
It is Babel. East to Eton. This volume of an old encyclopedia would have an entry on what German-born physicist who developed the theory of relativity?
Einstein.
Einstein it is. It raced a tortoise of follicle growth. Here are two homonyms, words that sound alike but are spelled differently. What are they?
Hair.
Yes, it is. Hair and hair. Tavern owners, farmers, accountants. The passage of the 18th Amendment had a devastating economic impact on which of these groups of people?
Tavern owners.
Tavern owners. A ghostly galleon tossed upon cloudy seas. When poet Alfred Noyes wrote these words in The Highwayman, he was not describing a ship, but rather what celestial body that's 240,000 miles from Earth?
The moon.
The moon it is. Herndon with 200 points. Now we get to meet St. Anselm's. Abbey School. Gentlemen, we will begin with you, Andrew Houghton.
Hi, I'm Andrew Houghton. I'm a 17-year-old senior, and I'd like to thank our alternate Patrick Merkel for being here and supporting us.
All right. Aiden Megan is captain.
I'm Aiden Megan. I'm an 18-year-old senior, and I'd like to thank our coach, Miss Anselm.
And Jacob Wasserman.
Hi, I'm Jacob Wasserman. I'm a 17-year-old senior, and I'd like to thank our fans and our jazz band.
All right. And we'll hear from them again later. 10-mile adventure. Be adventurous here and see if you can find the hidden name of what heavy metal whose chemical symbol is PB.
Lead.
Lead. Gas to gypsum. You'd look in this volume of an old encyclopedia to get information about what American astronaut the first to orbit the Earth.
Glenn.
Glenn. A bad ache, square of window glass. Here are clues to what two words that sound alike but are spelled differently.
Pain.
Pain. Mersey, Marne, Moldau. Of these three European rivers, which was the French site of two important World War I battles?
Marne.
Marne. From the sublime to the ridiculous is but a step. When Napoleon Bonaparte made this remark, he was referring to his forced retreat from what city, the capital of modern Russia?
Moscow.
Moscow it is. 260 points for St. Anselm's Abbey School. Now over to Macgruder. Hello, gentlemen. We'll begin with you, Matt Choi.
My name is Matt Choi. I'm a 14-year-old sophomore at Macgruder High School, and I'd like to thank our coach, Mrs. Stevens, and our principal, Mr. Evans.
Very good. Captain Brian Trandock.
Hello, I'm Brian Trandak, and I'm a 16-year-old junior at Macgruder High School, and I would like to thank our parents for supporting us.
And Matt Furta, how are you?
Hi, I'm Matt Furta. I'm a 16-year-old junior at Macgruder High School, and I'd like to thank our alternate Ander.
All right, here we go. He's the fair one. Look closely at this sentence and see if you can find the common metallic element that's the main component of steel.
Iron?
Iron, it is. Can to comma. You'd look in this volume of an old encyclopedia to learn about what African-American scientist who found many new uses for peanuts.
Washington?
Yes, well, no. George Washington Carver. An evergreen tree, to yearn. Here you have two different definitions for what same word? Captain, your answer is?
What? Pine?
Pine, you're right. Haiku, tsunami, origami. Which of these is a form of Japanese poetry that uses exactly 3 lines and 17 syllables?
Haiku?
Yes. Quote, cheese and salt meat should be sparingly eat. This nutritional advice was printed in Poor Richard's Almanac, published by what Pennsylvania patriot?
Benjamin Franklin?
Benjamin Franklin it is. Macgruder with 180 points. That is the end of the round.
Each student competing on today's show will receive a pair of movie tickets from Regal Entertainment, a proud supporter of its academic. Escape to the movies at a Regal cinema near you.
It's the St. Anselm's Abbey School Jazz Group. Sounding great, guys. By the way, you can always follow us on Facebook, so go there and like us. Let's recap the scores. Herndon, 200 points. St. Anselm's, 260. Macgruder with 180 points. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Picture Perfect round. Correct answers are worth 10 points, but there are 10 points off for a wrong answer. Here's the first picture. This ancient Egyptian calendar shows the year divided into 12 months, each of which had how many days the same as our modern month of June? Herndon.
30.
30. This is John Singer Sargent's painting of the gardens that share their name with what Grand Duchy bordering France, Germany, St. Anselm's?
Luxembourg.
Yes, it is. This old tapestry depicts Atropos, Lachesis, and Clotho, the mythical trio, St. Anselm's.
Fates. The Fates.
Fates. Choice. If this equation is graphed, will the curve describe a circle and ellipse?
Ellipse.
Ellipse. These sculptures represent rebelling slaves in what Caribbean country where Montego Bay? Herndon.
Jamaica.
It is Jamaica. This panorama of the Gettysburg battlefield depicts what valiant but misguided charge? St. Anselm's.
Higgets.
Yes. These Chincoteague ponies are the descendants of horses that swam ashore after a Spanish galleon was shipwrecked. Off what neighboring Virginia island? Herndon?
Assateague.
Assateague. Martin Luther King used these words when he gave an autograph, not when he closed his famous letter from the jail of what Alabama city? St. Anselm's?
Birmingham.
Birmingham it is, and that is the end of the round. Very nice. I'd like to listen to more, but we have a show to do, guys. Thank you. Welcome back. It is time to meet the faculty, coaches, and administrators. We're going to begin with Herndon and Captain Rob. Tell us who's with you.
Behind me is our coach, Miss Cranford. She teaches AP Human Geography and AP Psychology at our school.
Very good. Good to have you here. From St. Anselm's, Captain Aiden, who's with you.
Behind me is our coach, Miss Anselm.
All right. And Macgruder, Captain Brian.
To my right is our sponsor, Mrs. Stevens, and to my left is our principal, Mr. Evans.
All right, very good, guys. Well, now we move on, and as you know, each correct answer in this is worth 20 points, and if you get all 8 questions right, there's a 25-point bonus, which is really good. Herndon goes first, but St. Anselm's gets to choose which packet, 1, 2, or 3?
3.
3. Here we go. I always feel like I'm opening the Emmys or something. Okay. Glasses on. Around 30 countries operate research stations on what icy continent, the southernmost in the world?
Antarctica.
Antarctica. A dog named Nero was the only security system protecting the first American mint when it opened in what Pennsylvania city called the City of Brotherly Love?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. A typhoid epidemic that killed 1/3 of the population was a major cause of Athens' defeat by what militaristic Greek city-state in 404 BC?
Sparta.
Sparta. For your science question. If a solution of an unknown chemical turned litmus paper blue, it would mean that the pH of the solution could be which of these?
10.
And it is 10. England's Hanover dynasty included 4 Georges, 1 William, and what 19th century queen who ruled for over 60 years?
Victoria.
Victoria. Although its title might be paraphrased, Heavenly Humor, what 14th century Italian epic by Dante actually begins in the hellish inferno?
Divine Comedy. The Divine Comedy?
Yes. Math. Simplify this expression, giving your answer as a positive integer.
36.
It is 36. I have to look. I don't know the answer. Although not used for football, Spain's Escorial Palace was built in a gridiron pattern by what Spanish king who also launched an armada against England? And your answer is?
Philip.
Philip II. Yeah, that's it. Herndon. 415 points and a bonus. St. Anselm's, you're next. Macgruder, which packet, 1 or 2?
2.
2. Okay. Had John Peter Zenger been tried 100 years later, he could have sought protection under what number constitutional amendment guaranteeing freedom of the press?
1.
Or first,
Yeah.
right? Guys, that's good, right? Okay. double checking, I'm new at this. Research indicates that 90% of the growth of what skeletal parts, such as the humerus or tibia, takes place during sleep?
Bones.
Bones. Had he not hung around with Delilah, what biblical character would have kept his hair long and with it his extraordinary strength?
Samson.
Samson. Science. Tyndall effect, osmosis, Doppler effect. When a strong beam of light is passed through a colloid, the light exhibits diffuse reflection, a phenomenon known as which of these?
The Tyndall effect.
Yes. The Union gained a spy, a scout, and a nurse in what African-American woman who had rescued over 300 slaves as a conductor of the Underground Railroad?
Tubman.
Harriet Tubman. Life is not always peaceful in the barnyard, and certainly not in the barnyard taken over by ruthless pigs in what novel by George Orwell?
Animal Farm.
Animal Farm. Math. Evaluate this expression, taking all roots to be positive.
8 times 4 is 32. 32.
20.
Okay.
Every man has his price was the cynical comment of Mark Hanna, campaign manager for what 25th president who was assassinated in 1901?
McKinley.
McKinley is right. St. Anselm's with 450 points. And now, Macgruder, here you go. The National Park Service has reintroduced into Yellowstone Park what sort of wild canines, such as the one who stalked Little Red Riding Hood?
Wolf.
Wolves. The ancient philosopher Aristotle mistakenly thought that the Earth's atmosphere was the source of what celestial bodies, such as Hale-Bopp and Halley's?
Sun.
Comets. To stand in both the northern and southern hemispheres at the same time, a person would have to straddle what imaginary band of latitude? Your answer is? The equator. Science. Weightlessness, breathing difficulty, blacking out. If you were subjected to excessive G-force, you would not experience which of these as a result of the extra G-forces? And your answer
Weightlessness?
is? Weightlessness it is. If you bought a set of Royal Copenhagen plates in the country of their origin, you'd have purchased them in what Scandinavian country?
Denmark.
Denmark. What Shakespearean play portrays the tragic love story of two young people from the feuding Montague and Capulet families?
Romeo and Juliet.
Yes. Math. What value of x satisfies this equation?
2.
I have to look up. 2 is right. Benjamin Singleton traveled around the country in the 1870s, urging people to take advantage of what 1862 congressional act that granted free land to settlers?
40 acres.
And your answer is the Homestead Act. All right, Macgruder with 280 points, and that is the end.
Everyone at home, get ready for another year of Giant's A-Plus School Rewards. You can earn points and help local schools every time you use your Giant card. Thanks to you, Giant has been able to award over $82 million to thousands of schools over the past 20 years and has already committed to $2 million to this year's program. Signing up your Giant card is easy. Simply go to giantfood.com or stop by the Customer Solutions Center at any Giant store. Then when you shop at Giant, you'll be part of the magic of A-Plus School Rewards.
Hello, everybody. We are back, and before we move on to the grab bag, let's recap the scores. Herndon, 415. St. Anselm's, 450. Macgruder, 280. Yay. Now, this is the free-for-all round where anyone can pull ahead and win. Each correct answer is worth 20 points. 20 points off for a wrong answer. There are several visual questions worth 30 points up or down. Ready, everybody? Okay. In the game of chess, what piece can move only diagonally? Herndon.
Bishop.
Bishop. For years, there has been an attempt to build an international UFO museum. In what New Mexico City? St. Anselm.
Roswell.
Yes. At an emotional July press conference in his native Shanghai, what Houston Rocket star announced?
Yao Ming.
Yes. This yellow tree, check your monitors, is this yellow tree frog is native to Brazil, which exports what yellowish mineral that is a source of aluminum? Herndon. And your answer is?
Sulfur?
Bauxite. 30 down. The Piscataqua River flows by what New Hampshire city, the site of the 1905 treaty ending St. Anselm's?
Portsmouth.
Portsmouth. What integer is the mean proportional between 9 and 4? Yes? And
7.
6. Written history got a boost 2,000 years ago when what man wrote about the wars between Greece and Persia? Yes, Herndon. And your answer is? It's Herodotus. Facts do not cease to exist because they are ignored. This realistic thought comes from what writer whose concern with scientific progress was expressed in his novel, Brave New World? St. Anselm.
Huxley.
Yes. Which of the following groups is larger than a class? An order, a phylum?
Phylum.
Yes. A newly discovered spider species has recently been named for what comedian whose rapport follows the Daily?
Colbert.
Yes. The Human Form and Spirit is a book about what 17th century Dutch artist who included St. Anselm's?
Vermeer.
Pardon me?
Vermeer.
No, Rembrandt.
Oh, good.
Check your monitors. The Battle of Hastings. Well, that's it. That's the end of the game. Yay! The scores are now official, everybody. Macgruder has 300 points. Yay! Herndon is next with 385 points. And with 520 points, St. Anselm's Abbey School, they're a winning school. They'll be back to compete in a playoff game later this year. Next week, Dominion, Oakton, Rockville. I'm Hillary. I don't even know my own name. I'm Hillary Howard, standing in for Mac MacGarry. Come on down, everybody.